What a twist! Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 plot twists you didn't see coming in TV cartoons. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the shocking moments in some of our favorite animated series that threw everyone for a loop. Whether they changed the outlook of the series for better or worse, or opened our eyes to a new perspective on things. Needless to say, spoilers are expected.
Because she's not your friend. She's my apprentice.
Number 10. Ice King's Past Life, Adventure Time.
Hello, my name is Simon Petrikov. I am recording this tape so that people will know my story.
Finn and Jake come across a video diary about the Ice King and make a jaw-dropping discovery about their wizarding nemesis. 1,000 years ago, Ice King was a normal human named Simon Petrikov, whose life was transformed the day he found the magic crown. He was gifted with ice powers, but his sanity completely crumbled.
Visions. I fought with them, shouted at them until I realized it wasn't real, it was the crown!
This adds a depressing new depth to the icy princess-chasing psychopath. He once had a normal life, a beautiful fiancée, whom he ironically called his princess, and was even best friends with a young, not-yet vampire queen, Marceline. Tragically, there's little hope for him remembering the happier life he once led.
Please forgive me for whatever I do when I don't remember you.
Wow, I wrote that!
Number 9. The Butterfly Family Secret, Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Who's Festivia? Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
It turns out that Eclipsa Butterfly, the Queen of Darkness and Princess Star's supposed 9th great-grandmother, had a monster hybrid daughter, and yet she does not show up in the Butterfly family scroll.
What did you do with my daughter?
The Butterfly matriarchs hope to squeeze the truth out of the Magic High Commission at Eclipsa's trial, but what they find out is a doozy. Eclipsa's daughter was to inherit the throne, but she was switched at birth with another baby. Having been kept in the dark for so long, Star is horrified to learn that she may not be actual royalty, and that her family stole the throne from its true owner. But would giving it back later really help things? Number 8. The Utrom Shredder, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
None of you will leave here alive.
During a brawl at TCRI, the Turtles band together to bring the Shredder down, only to be greeted by a nasty surprise. Shredder is actually a fugitive Utrom alien. This little pest went on a rampage against his fellow aliens and then escaped to Earth, where he took on his faux identity, inspired by the legend of the actual Shredder of old, and vowed to conquer the Utroms and anyone who got in his way.
Let's just say the metal fell from the heavens.
While he's technically not the genuine article, he took this stolen identity and made it his own, as the Turtles' most formidable and ruthless adversary. It'd be safe to say that he was the one true Shredder.
The Shredders? And Utrom?
Number 7. The Truth About Amon, The Legend of Korra.
How did your brother end up becoming Amon?
In her early days as the Avatar, Korra found herself up against the mysterious Amon, a revolutionary planning to equalize Republic City by taking away all Bender's bending abilities, thanks to some unknown mystical power.
Your firebending is gone.
However, after learning bits and pieces of his family history, it's revealed that Amon is a bender himself, a bloodbender, and his gift is actually a bloodbending technique that severs bending abilities.
You boys have this power inside of you, and I will teach you to master it.
While his image is a complete lie, his mission was real. He grew to hate bending after being pushed too hard as a child by his father, and the pressure turned a once innocent kid into a cold and calculating political terrorist.
I told you I would destroy you.
Number 6. Timmy's Secret Wish, The Fairly Odd Parents.
According to the Fairy Council, your history of dangerous wishes makes you the worst fairy god kid ever.
What? Timmy Turner has been put on trial for being the worst godchild in history. After a rocky start, it seems as though Timmy may have finally won the case, until Foop drops a major bombshell. Timmy made an illegal secret wish.
He hasn't made a million wishes after all. He's made 1,000,001!
The wish was that everyone would stop aging so he could keep his fairies. And it was made 50 years ago, meaning it's been 5 decades since the very first pilot episode where Timmy first got Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh, all right. I did make a secret wish. Cosmo doesn't remember granting it because I wished he'd forget.
This was definitely a unique take on the never-aging cartoon characters cliche, but it gets completely swept under the rug and resolved by the end of the episode. Because status quo.
We overturn our previous ruling. You may have your fairies back.
Number 5. Chad is a double agent. Codename Kids Next Door.
What are you doing here?
Chad Dixon, also known as Number 274, was considered the best there is in the Kids Next Door organization, until he supposedly turned traitor in the wake of his 13th birthday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Since then, he became a recurring teenage villain, forming a heated rivalry with Number 1. But had he really betrayed his comrades? In the penultimate episode, it's revealed that Chad was a double agent for the Kids Next Door, and that every time he and Number 1 have clashed, he was secretly helping them from the sidelines, adding a new perspective to all of his defeats.
Practically every mission you and Sector V did, I was right there, helping from the sidelines.
As he departs, his loyalty no longer questioned. He leaves his former pupil one last cryptic clue.
There are others.
Number 4. The real Seymour Skinner. The Simpsons.
You're not Seymour Skinner.
Many say this is where The Simpsons began to decline in quality. In the midst of his 20th anniversary, Principal Skinner makes a shocking announcement. He has been lying about his identity.
It's true, I'm an imposter.
In reality, he was a street punk who served in the platoon of the real Seymour Skinner, who became like a mentor to him. When his sergeant was declared dead, the faker ended up living Skinner's life and dreams in honor of his memory. While some twists can be clever, like the mystery of who shot Mr. Burns, this revelation on a well-developed character came out of nowhere, and we were expected to pretend that none of it ever happened afterwards.
My real name is Armin Tamzarian.
Number 3. President Evil Morty. Rick and Morty.
That's right, the Morty Party candidate still in the race, and you just gotta love him for that.
In the far-off citadel of Ricks, dynamic duos gather from across the multiverse, and a Morty has dared to run for election as president. While everyone laughs off the idea of a Morty being president as a lost cause, this Morty wins the election with his promise to end the division between the two classes. But is he really what he seems?
That Morty is not what he seems.
Yeah, well, no Morty seems like a president.
He won?
Yeah.
No, he's actually the evil Morty from season 1. He had been hiding in plain sight and managed to deceive his way into the highest power in the Citadel. And his very first order is to dispose of anyone, be they Ricks or Mortys, who oppose his new reign without a second thought. Yikes.
Speeches are for campaigning. Now is the time for action.
Number 2. The author's identity. Gravity Falls.
What the?
Ever since the series' beginning, one question has been on the minds of Gravity Falls fans. Who wrote the mysterious journal that Dipper found? It turns out that the journal was just one of 3, all chronicled by Grunkle Stan's long-lost twin brother, Stanford Pines.
Is this the part where one of us faints?
Oh, I am so on it, dude.
Ford became obsessed with the supernatural activity surrounding Gravity Falls and wrote down all of his findings in 3 journals, only to leave them behind when he vanished through an interdimensional portal during a quarrel with his twin.
Stanley! Stanley, help me! Oh no, what do I do? Stanley! Stanley! Do something! Stanley!
The real payoff for this revelation was how cleverly hidden the mystery was. A few subtle clues in the background, plus a hilarious misdirection from the show creator himself. Before we unveil our number 1 twist, here are some jaw-dropping honorable mentions.
There was a time when Plankton and I were best friends.
Shredder blamed me, and in his rage he burned our home to the ground, leaving me to my fate. He took you away from me.
AK Yearling is Daring Do.
Number 1. The real Rose Quartz. Steven Universe.
I watched the leader of the Crystal Gems Rose Quartz shatter Pink Diamond.
It was believed that Rose Quartz, the loving leader of the Crystal Gems and Steven's mom, shattered Pink Diamond to protect Earth, with a few hints suggesting otherwise.
It's because it doesn't make sense.
In season 5, however, we learned that Rose didn't shatter Pink Diamond. Rose was Pink Diamond.
What?
She masqueraded as a Rose Quartz to spark up the rebellion, faked her own shattering to end the war, and forced Pearl to keep everything a secret.
She lied to us! She lied about everything!
While it's touching that Pink gave up her royal status and inspired countless gems to fight for Earth, she lied to her own allies, pulled everyone into the crossfire of her fellow Diamond's wrath, and called everything the Crystal Gems believed into question.
So, Pink Diamond, huh?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.